Hey everybody, welcome back to Legend of Heroes. Hey you three, get up!
Well, I'm tired.
What's wrong?
What are you trying to tell us? We're being interrogated this early in the morning? It's a little early even for me.
No, it's just the opposite. You're being released.
Huh? Why all of a sudden?
Is there a reason for this?
Yes, I'd like to consider myself that reason.
I'm guessing it's Mirabelle. Okay.
Mayor Maybell? Well, what an unusual place to be meeting you. I'm really sorry about everything that's happened to you. But don't worry, your names have been cleared.
I don't completely agree with everything, but this is a request coming from Maybelle herself. You better remember to thank her.
So you mean Mayor Maybell stood up on our behalf? No, that's not exactly it. I just explained your situation to General Morgan. Our situation?
Yes, I have one question for the both of you. Are you really the children of Cassius Bright? Yes, that's right. This is Estelle Bright, and I'm his adopted son Joshua. I see. Now that you mention it, the girl does slightly resemble Lena.
You knew my mother?
Yes, I enjoyed your mother's cooking on several occasions when I visited your home in Roland. In fact, we even met once when you were just a baby.
No, wait just a minute. You're a personal acquaintance of my dad's? I knew that he was in the military before, but...
I don't know Cassius Bright the Bracer. The only Cassius I know is the one from the service. He was a rare strategist.
Strategist? Dad?
I just can't imagine what he saw in the Bracer Guild. Makes me angry just thinking about it. You'll have to excuse me.
What's wrong with him? It seems like your father was a brilliant officer in the military. I've heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring. I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe. However, if that's the case, the general's hatred for bracers may stem from Cassius's leaving the army, from the vexation of being left by one of his most promising men.
I get the same impression.
So, what you're saying is our lives are such a pain because of Dad? Dirty, rotten scoundrel. How about we return to Bose now? With the airliner being found, the situation has taken a new turn. There are a number of things I'd like to discuss with you. Oh, sure. Is something the matter? I'm definitely not ready. I'm definitely ready to get out of here, but it feels like we're forgetting something.
Now that you mention it,
what could it be?
oh, how callous people can be at times.
Why do you still have that?
How could you forget about a companion who spent the night with you in a cold, hard cell? How lamentable, how pitiful. Fine, be that way. I shall wither away friendless and hungry, alone in this dark purgatory.
Is he still here?
Yeah, I completely forgot about him. I'm sorry to say this, but there's not much we can do for you.
Is he the musician I heard about? The one who chugged that bottle of Grand Chardonnay without a second thought?
Ha! Indeed, that is I. Yet, my fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you took my intentions the wrong way. For you see, I perceived it as an advance payment for the exquisite services I was about to render.
You're quite the interesting character. Alright, I'll see what I can do to bargain with the general for your release.
Really? Truly? You would do such a kind service for a man such as myself?
I think that may be asking a bit much. If the restaurant takes us to trial, there's going to be at least a lawsuit. Well, there's no need to worry about that. You see, the owner of the restaurant is me. Huh? And that Grand Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. That being the case, I'm fairly confident there won't be any other problems over the matter.
He drank a $500,000 bottle of wine.
I can't believe you were released. It's like a stroke of bad luck.
Please don't lay on the compliments so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partook of such a fine wine without paying a single lira. Shall I play the piano in the restaurant per our contract to remedy that?
I think I'm going to have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there. I, for one, don't think he'd mind a bit.
Yeah, he sure does seem to have some thick skin.
Let's just think of this as an unfortunate incident for the both of us.
But I don't think I can just let things go like this. Let's see. It seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return for the wine?
Huh? Well, that does sound interesting. Could I ask you to join these bracers in their work?
Ha! Could you ever? So it's settled. Let our new working relationship bloom like a magnolia in the height of spring.
Hold on a sec. What did we do to deserve this? Your general weirdness aside, simply having an amateur like you around is honestly going to be a pain. Are you confident that you won't be a drag on our work? Or our sanity?
Well, I'm somewhat confident in my marksmanship and magic. But of course, I'd be distressed if you tried to list my music genius in the same group.
That's the kind of line that gets me really worried.
Maybe we could use an extra hand. As long as we can't count on the army to help us out, I have a feeling we'll be short on manpower.
Well, alright then. We'll use you for what you're worth. However, if we do happen to conclude that you're not worth your weight, you'll be dumped from the party. Are you going to be okay with that?
Of course I don't mind. I'd never let you down, so please be reassured.
Well, my expectations of you are pretty much at rock bottom anyway, so I know you won't let me down. I'm glad things are settled between you all. But before you go, there's something I need to tell you. Tell us. Actually, the town did seem pretty noisy as we headed here. What happened? Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary at Bose South Block. The weapon shop and Orbital Factory were targeted, as were a number of private residences. What?
So, was this the work of the Sky Bandits?
It's unknown at this time, but it seems highly probable. A unit of the Royal Army is currently conducting an investigation. I see. I guess we better do an investigation of our own then. Yes, I'd like to formally request that you do just that. I'll send a payment over to the Guild for the work you've done so far. Please make use of the money for your current investigation expenses. I have a feeling the army is going to be in our way again. But I guess when that happens, it happens.
Whether they get in our way or not, I don't think we should be forthcoming with the army about any information we come across. Because if there really is a spy in their midst, they'll just leak it to the Sky Bandits.
Though I'm reluctant to say it, I also think it's for the best to keep quiet about our findings. Anyway, let's act with prudence.
Alrighty, my bosom companions, shall we head to the South Block?
Look, buddy, who made you king of the show?
Alright, so you get your needler back, your work boots. Huh, I didn't find any extra. Ah, yeah, that's what it was. Move. Ooh, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way.
There's probably still some important information we haven't gathered. We should continue to ask around a bit longer and see what we can come up with.
We'll be done with our questioning soon enough, so how about being good and sitting tight?
Now we've got burglars running amok in the city? I swear, what's happened to Bose? I'm just glad they let this house alone, though I'm baffled as to why. They certainly didn't do their homework on this city. Fortunately, this house was untouched by the burglaries, but it's at times like this that makes you feel uneasy when there's no man at home. I'm just glad that Morano brought Simon over to watch the house.
I was shocked to hear about the South Block being hit by burglars. Morano's mother was here alone, you see. Looks like this stall was hit by the burglars as well. This isn't the time to be talking about business deals. Fuck. My factory! My factory and all my goods, they're gone! I've come to report this out of the army or the Bracer Guild ASAP! Hold on just a moment. If either one of those groups saw what was written on that stolen ledger... Yikes, I'd be in a world of hurt. A stolen ledger.
Yay! This one turned out really cute. Null, is this how you wanted this one?
Yeah, sure, something like that. However, we really got screwed, you know that? Hmm? Good afternoon. Are you working on another story?
So it looks like you two are on the trail of the scoop again.
Hey, it's you kids.
Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Boy, am I glad to see that they let you out of the clinker.
Yeah, I heard all about you kids getting arrested by the army up that old mine. Certainly had me worried.
Why are you acting like you had nothing to do with it? It was your info that led us to the village.
Hey, now, what kind of face is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Did you go and check out that abandoned mine yourselves?
Yeah, we did yesterday. But it was after you had all already been hauled off.
We would have gotten a really great shot of your arrest if we'd been there. It really guts me that we missed such a perfect opportunity for a great shot.
I swear, you people in the news business. But anyway, I was wondering if you thought this looked like the handiwork of the Sky Bandits.
It sure looks that way to me. Seems that the army's sniffing around for clues too. But to be honest, it looks like there's nothing to be found here anymore.
I see. That does make things a bit more difficult.
Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask you this then? Do you know from whence the Sky Bandits entered town? According to witness statements, they were seen leaving through the west gate.
That's awfully strange. The mayor's residence and Bose Market are right through the west gate. And it seems like attacking those two places would have been far more lucrative.
When you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. But if you don't mind me asking, just who the heck are you anyway?
I'm glad you asked. I am Oliver Lenheim, a wandering bard and gifted musician.
I'm sure you've heard rumors about me, right?
Oh, right, you're the guy who drank wine without paying at that classy restaurant. It takes guts to stiff such a big bill. It's an honor to meet you, sir.
You're making me blush. I'm ready for my interview anytime, so don't hesitate to ask.
Wow, really? I'm getting a headache just listening to this crap.
These two are very much alike. I'm not even gonna ask how this guy wound up with the rest of you.
That would be for the best.
Wow, looks like the burglar's made off with nearly everything.
Oh, I could have sworn that my boss locked up last night.
Damn it! My shop got ripped off by a bunch of thieving criminals. They took off with every last one of my pricey goods, too. How does this happen to me at a time when there are hardly any goods to around to begin with?
There's still probably some important...
Seems like a group of Sky Bandits in the old mine consisted of 2 females and a male. Or hasn't they even got children in the mix? Wait, those people weren't Sky Bandits? The woman living here said she had a precious memento taken by the crooks. Oops, me and my big mouth. Let's pretend like I just didn't tell you that. What I meant to say is, why don't you just ask her about it after I get done here? I'll try to ask a few questions here. Would you mind getting out of the way? Are you braces here to ask a few questions yourselves? This is enough for both of us, I tell you. Hey, you there!
What? Is something wrong?
I thought I'd better give you a word of advice. Even if you're representing the mayor, at the end of the day, you are all still civilians. I cannot have you wandering around here in the middle of our investigation.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Your advice seems rather more like a threat. I'm just saying you need to know your place. But if you're so adamant about investigating the matter, then do so after we've cleared out of here. If we get any more trouble out of you, then I'm going to have to give you a personal invitation to jail.
Forget about it, Estelle. There's no use arguing with these gentlemen. Huh. For an ass in a lion's skin, you sure know how to throw your weight around, Mr. Soldier.
What did you just say? May I ask what's going on here? Huh? Colonel?
For a soldier in the prestigious Royal Army to be threatening our good citizens, that is an outright embarrassment to us all.
But these aren't just civilians, sir. These are members of the Bracers Guild.
Oh, is that so? Then I ask you once again, what is going on here? The army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. What do you intend to accomplish by being rude to our allies?
But as far as the general is concerned...
Ah, yes. That side of the general really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from here, so please take your men and clear out. But, sir, your men have been here since early this morning, so I presume that a sufficient investigation has been conducted by now, yes?
I'll smooth things over with the General later. Is there anything else you wish me to address? No, sir. Alright, men, pack it up! We're returning to Harkin Gate. It looks like that's that. It seems that some of our personnel were rather impolite. Please allow me to apologize.
I appreciate the gesture, but we made some slightly inflammatory remarks as well, so how about we let bygones be bygones?
That suits me just fine. As I stated before, the Army is supposed to be working closely with the Guild. I think our two organizations working together grants us each the ability to make up for our other shortcomings. I'm looking forward to any progress you make in the recent series of events.
We'll do our best not to disappoint you. He seems like a decent guy.
Yeah, I wonder who he is.
Colonel, it's almost the appointed time.
Oh, already? Excuse me, but it appears I must take my leave. Oh, but before I do, it looks like I haven't properly introduced myself. I'm Alan Richard, a colonel in the Royal Army. If there's anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact me. I'm blonde and an army officer. I'm probably going to turn out to be fucking evil.
Colonel Richard? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before.
Maul was the one who mentioned his name earlier. Said something about him being a sharp young officer who leads the Royal Army's intelligence division. He's a spook. He's gonna be evil.
Oh, right. Wow, for someone in the military, he sure knows how to listen to others. Probably in his mid-30s, and he's not hard on the eyes either. Seems like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member in the Army.
Hey, you guys! Who was that you were just talking to in the black uniform? I could have swore I've seen him somewhere before.
Are you trying to tell me you didn't recognize him at all? That was Colonel Richard of the Intelligence Division. You know, the guy you mentioned earlier?
What? You're not pulling my leg, are you?
As fun as that would be, nope.
He said so himself, so I'm fairly confident he's who he says he is. To think that the legend himself will show up here. We can't wait around for like this any longer, Dorothy. Let's see if we can catch up to him.
Aye, aye, sir. Oh, though I'm really not sure why we're chasing after anyone. You see his eyes light up? I wonder if he's gonna do an interview or something. Anyone else in the army would brush him off, but I'm sure the colonel will oblige him. What's the matter with you, Oliver? You look serious. Gotta say, I find it creepy coming from you.
I was just thinking about the colonel. I'd be the first to admit that he's quite a specimen of a man. But what? I can say with confidence that he doesn't stand a chance with me when it comes to the ladies. But I'd like to see him try just a little harder. It's no fun about a romantic rival.
You just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua?
I'll regret for the rest of my life.
Alright, let's see here. Now that the soldiers are gone, how about we resume our own investigation? Let's start by talking to all the people we couldn't talk to earlier. Good idea.
By the goddess, first an airliner goes missing, and now we got a bunch of burglaries. What will be next? The Cecilia resuming flights is another only good thing to happen. Although as long as the international lines with the Empire don't reopen, we merchants can't reopen our businesses.
I got a real surprise last night. When I went to open the window to let in some fresh air, there was some masked man staring right in at me. And he wasn't alone either. There was a bunch of others with him.
There were some burglaries around here yesterday. Seems like my mom saw the culprits. The army was just asking about it a little while ago. Okay, I talked with you fuckers. Fucker!
Oh, dear me. Weren't you the Braces who came to ask questions not long ago? Oh, right, we did come before. really sorry I couldn't talk to you then. So what you came to ask about is what happened last night, right?
Yes, that's right. Is this a good time for you?
Yeah, this is a good time as any.
Oh, shit.
It was in the middle of the night, you see. I heard a noise coming from outside. And I, of course, thought it was my husband coming home at such a late hour, so I opened the door and started yelling. But it turned out to be a group of masked men coming out of the oil factory across the street. I thought my heart was plumb going to stop right then and there. Though it turned out the burglars were rather surprised and ran away to the north. I see. So it was the Sky Bandits, huh?
So what you're saying then is that this house didn't incur a loss of any kind?
Yes, thanks to the mercy of the goddess.
Can I ask you another thing? Did your husband come home late? Coming home late mean that he went to the bar?
If it was only that, that would be forgivable. In addition to being a no-good drinker, he's obsessed with this.
Cecilia raised her hand in a casting motion.
Oh, I get it. You mean fishing, right? I see now. That's right. He loves fishing more than life itself. Just yesterday, he said something about catching some smelt and took off to the lake in the south. Then on top of that, he still hasn't come back yet.
So you're saying he doesn't know anything about the incident?
That's exactly what I'm saying. And when that good-for-nothing husband of mine gets home, he's going to get what for, let me tell you.
Hi, honey, I'm home. Whew, what a day I had. I was fishing patiently all morning, but I have nothing to show for it. Oh, what's this? Do we have guests?
You senile old man!
My goodness, woman, what kind of fiery tempest has gotten into you? Don't you know it's rude to act like that in front of guests?
If anyone's being rude, that would be you. I'm dumbfounded that my own husband can just take off to do what he likes at a time like this.
Huh? What do you mean by a time like this? Maybe I should explain. Joshua gave Mr. Kawano a brief explanation regarding the burglaries which transpired the previous night.
God damn it!
Burglaries by Sky Bandits? You don't say. Now that is terrible. But to think that they hightailed it out of here after my wife hollered at them is hilarious. I guess they got to experience the Cecilia effect firsthand.
What did you just say?
Let's all calm down now, shall we? But to think that these Sky Bandits came in the night like they did and just disappeared like that. I wonder if it has anything to do with that thing he was talking about the other day. He? What do you mean? Oh, right, you don't know him. He's my fishing buddy. He's staying at the inn down by the lake shore south of here. If I remember right, you said something about seeing a strange bunch near the place the other night.
A strange bunch?
Now that sounds really interesting. Can you tell us a little more about what you heard? Sure, I don't mind, but I'm just going to tell you up front that this is all hearsay. From what I heard, he just happened to see them by chance as he was out fishing during the night. He saw them leave by way of the inn's front door, and then out onto the road. However, when he asked around the inn in the morning, it turned out that no one like that had stayed there the night before. Yeah, that is rather odd. So, was there any type of burglary at the inn? No, nothing of the sort at all, in fact. It's quiet there, the meals are great, and it's, well, a place I'd recommend to anyone. But best of all, it's a prime fishing spot.
Though there weren't any definitive clues related to the incident, we did manage to hear a few interesting bits.
I concur. I especially like the one that described all the delicious food at the inn.
That's not what we're talking about here, although I did find the fishing part to be rather interesting. Unfortunately, if there's nothing going on there, I guess it wouldn't be worth investigating.
Actually, I think it's quite the opposite. If someone had been careless and caused a problem, the army would have thoroughly investigated it. Conversely, the possibility of the Sky Bandits appearing where there's nothing happening is rather high.
Oh, well, I guess that's one way to think about it.
And in the light of this series of incidents, there's either a spy in the army or the Sky Bandits are a really clever bunch of thieves. It'll be extremely difficult to corner them only by investigating the incidents that have occurred. We'll need to get one step ahead of them by tracking their movements. I see. So what you're saying is that we should take an offensive stance rather than a defensive one. Then how about we get going? Off to the beautiful Valeria Lake, extolled in many a rhyme as the Pearl of Liberty. Wait. Fucking no! Stop going that way, you dumb fucking. I need to get my money from the guild. And see if there. God damn it. Any new jobs. What? When did that become available? Ah, fucker nuggets. Burglarized the other day, jeweled ring was found missing, quite valuable. The amber turd hole. Petrify. Stonehammer, Petrify, Brett. Sure, why not? Oh, EP. Oh, okay. EP Cut 1 and HP 2 gives you La Tier. Actually, I'm not sure. But I get Stone Impact. The fuck is Stone Impact? Oh, Area Medium. Drop a big old beefy boulder on somebody's face. There's somebody in the Bose in the south block. There's a big game monster. Oh, that god damn, that must have been like a short-term. That had to be a fucking short-term contract or something. Oh yeah, I remember the lady up here. I heard a precious item ticketed. God damn it, that pisses me off. Very important ring ticket by them. Don't care if it's the army or the Bracer Guild, I just want to see the burglars call. If the Sky Bandits are on the loose, I don't think I can live with being in fear every day. Let me just look around the house first, make sure it isn't something stupid like she dropped it in the fucking... So I guess if I find a ring, alright. God fucking damn it. Angry! Angry! get ambushed? Wait, how did you get hurt? Oh wait, no, when you rejoined you, I think it... Did it? Yeah, oh yeah, I had to put the HP 1 on him. It was supposed to be some big beefy monster turtle thing. Turtle. Those are in the top. There's a whole bunch of these. Are they? No. They'll pick new targets. So, yeah, these are just the same turtles as in the tower nearby. Since I found that and decided to run through, that's where I got the chainmail and that one pendant. They have good physical resistance, but you basically just hit them with different magic. Okay, so. He does have a lot of magic. How big is the... yeah, it's kind of... okay. Oh wow, that gun actually inflicts damage.
Take that! Take! That's that then. Let's move out.
So this is the north shore of Valeria Lake, huh? Certainly seems peaceful and quiet around here.
The inn doesn't look too shabby either.
I stayed here once before when I was in the area on another job. The wine's great, the rooms are nice. Pretty much what you'd expect from a place like this. Too bad this isn't a pleasure trip.
You mean it's not? I at least intend to toss my cares to the wind for a while. Taking cat naps on a rocking boat by day and filling my belly with food and wine by night. Heaven. This is what a vacation is all about. Come on, everyone. I was just joking. We can enjoy a vacation anytime, but now is the only time we can enjoy taking care of some would-be thieves. Even I, Oliver Lenheim, know enough to get my priorities straight.
I don't think this has anything to do with enjoyment or not. Well, whatever. As long as he does his share of the work he's here to do. Let's see if we can find the old man staying here that loves fishing.
The guest who said he saw some suspicious individuals here 2 nights ago, right?
The Kingfisher Inn and Bosa and Maple Leaf Inn and Zeiss are my favorite places to stay. Huh. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Please let me know if you'd like to stay.
Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. You all here to stay?
Let's see. Yes and no. How should I put it?
We're here looking for a certain someone. Is there a guest staying here who loves to fish? Well, pretty much everyone who stays here loves to fish.
We heard he has a friend. Was a friend of the old man who stayed here yesterday. Do you have a clue who that might be?
No, are you talking about old man Kawano? If you're talking about his fishing buddy, then you must mean Lloyd.
Lloyd?
Yeah, I heard he's a professional angler who came all the way here from the Royal City. Seems as though he's a member of the Fisherman's Guild there.
Sounds like a pretty amazing guy. Do you know where you might be able to find him?
He's out dropping a line somewhere, of course. If I remember right, he should be out in the back pier. The back pier? Oh. Man with pulled.
Excuse me. Are you the man named Lloyd who's from the Royal City?
Wow, he's really focused. He's tuned everything out of his mind but fishing. It looks like this is where my skills come into play.
What are you...
Just sit back and enjoy. Oliver leaned over and with a smile that left all kinds of things up to interpretation, blew into the man's ear. Oh my goodness, what in the... Who are you kids? And where did you come from?
That was a dirty trick to play on him, Oliver. Yeah, that was pretty low.
How do you do this evening, good sir? We tried calling out to you a moment ago, but we could see that, like a true professional, your attention was fixed upon your task. You're Lloyd, aren't you? Yes, that's right. How do you know my name?
We heard from a certain old man about you. Do you have some time you could spare to speak with us?
I see. So you heard from old Mr. Kawano, did you? Yeah, I saw that strange pair about 2 nights ago.
I knew it. Could we get you to fill us in a little more on the details?
Before that, are you all braces or something? Is this somehow related to some sort of crime? We can't say for sure, but there does appear to be a possibility. Gotcha. In that case, I'll do what I can to help you out. It was the other night when I was out fishing on my boat. I was returning to the inn, dead tired after the day of battling out with the master of the lake. It had gotten late into the night, and it was about time when everybody at the inn was asleep in their beds.
Now hold on a minute. What do you mean by the master of this lake?
I'm glad you asked. The master is a giant salmon that swims the murky depths of Valeria Lake. It's been the feared king of the waters among fishing lovers for over a decade.
Crap, I shouldn't have asked.
Looks like you've thrown a log into the maniac's fire.
Is it really that huge a fish like you say?
You bet your last mirror it is. And I've been chasing the damn thing for the last 5 years of my life. It comes and goes in different parts of Valeria Lake and changes its feeding spots on a whim. I heard from a buddy of mine that it appeared in these parts, so I came running from the Royal City. Ha! Now that's what I call passion. I can completely understand where you're coming from. Whenever I find something I like, I stop at nothing until I get a hold of it. For example, a bottle of Grand Chardonnay and such.
In your case, stealing is more accurate. How about we get back to our story? So, Lloyd, what happened when you were coming back from fishing that night?
Oh, right. I had returned the boat and was on my way into the inn, when I saw an odd couple head out onto the road from the grounds behind the building. Onto the road in the middle of the night? Yeah, no doubt about it. They headed out on the new Ansel path. At first I thought they were a group of people visiting from the city heading back home. But it was way too late for something like that. When I asked at the inn the next day, nobody knew a thing about it. I thought maybe I seen a couple ghosts or something then.
Ghosts? There are ghosts that come out here?
Just so you know, the two I saw were a young couple. They might have been two lost souls who committed a double suicide after not being accepted by those around them.
Oh, don't tell me anymore! Oh, brother, a placer who's afraid of ghosts is doomed.
Not to mention her habit of always wanting to hear more ghost stories and all this other stuff. Well, isn't your being scared attractive in its own right, Estelle? Not sexy, but cute nonetheless. Like a little kitten shivering in the cold.
You better watch out because this little kitten bites.
Well, I was just kidding about the ghost part. But the couple did, in fact, seem to be one with a purpose and reason. I say this because the girl was wearing some rather odd clothing. What do you mean by that? I only saw her from behind, so I couldn't say for sure. But it looked to me like she was wearing some kind of school uniform.
A school uniform? It couldn't be.
It wasn't one from the Genis Royal Academy, was it? Wow, you really know your stuff, kid. You betcha, my niece goes there as well. It looked exactly the same as the one she wears.
I see. This whole event just got a lot more interesting. It's her! I know it's that lying tomboy for sure. We're finally on our trail.
What, so she's an acquaintance of yours? Then while you're at it, tell the two of them not to fret and rush into anything they'll regret later on. If my mind isn't failing me, I could have swore they said something about coming again tonight. Is that true? Yep, we'll meet back here in 2 days, is what the young man said. His tone seemed rather serious, so I couldn't help but think on it.
Well, that's understandable. We appreciate the valuable information. You just leave the rest up to us. We won't let them get into any more trouble than they already are.
Oh, I see. Well, that's a relief to hear. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders now. Now that that's off my chest, I feel like taking a boat out and fishing again. Well, no time to lose. I'll leave you youngins to your work.
Man, I don't even measure up when it comes to that fishing nut.
He mentioned something about a fisherman's guild, too. I wonder what kind of group that is. So, how is this couple involved with the missing airliner incident exactly? If you don't mind telling me, that is.
Well, in a nutshell,
Scherer explained that they encountered Josette and Roland. I see. It does seem to be the person in question, alright? Which means that tonight is the night, huh?
yeah. It looks like we should probably get a room just in case. We're going to be in for a late night tonight. Alright, let's go ask the receptionist about a room. Will you be staying with us tonight? Yeah, that's the plan.
Hold on, Estelle. If there's anything that we haven't taken care of, we better do it now. I don't want to head back to Bose after we've gotten a room.
I guess you're right. I understand. I'll reserve your room, so please come back after you finish with your other errands.
Thank you for at least telling me that shit. Fucking fucknutter. Actually, wait a second. That kind of doesn't really, I mean, because I don't have the jeweled ring, so...
Alright then. Please come with me, I'll show you your room.
God damn it. Tired. Fuck.
So this is where you'll be staying. I'll leave you here, so please relax until dinner is served.
This is quite a nice room. It has a certain atmosphere that you just don't find back in the city.
Yeah, it's great, huh? It wasn't that expensive either. What to do now? How about we relax until it gets dark?
What a nice idea.
I'd be more than happy to do just that, but is it really okay to take it easy? Rest when you can. That's part of a bracer's job too. This is our free time, so let's enjoy a meal, take a stroll, or something else. Wow, what a picturesque view. The entire lake looks like it's glowing.
Too bad we can't see the ruined city on the opposite shore because of the haze. But from here, it's easy to tell that this is the biggest lake in the kingdom.
This lake's like a fisher's dream come true. Better be a blast to throw a line in those waters.
How about it? Might be a nice change of pace for you.
Yeah, maybe I will. What are you gonna do, Joshua?
Me? Well, let's see. There's a book I've been meaning to read, so maybe I'll just sit in the chair and relax.
How old are you again? Only geezers talk about sitting back and relaxing. Young boys are supposed to get out and move their bodies.
I'll leave that part to you.
Sometimes you can be such a drag. Oh well, I should hurry up and decide on a fishing spot. Somewhere around that pier looks like it might be a lucky spot for bites.
Aren't you going to fish? The pier looks like a nice spot.
How about you try too, Joshua? You're not so bad yourself, you know.
Just not as good as you. I think I'll just sit here and watch if all the fishing practice has paid off. I've got some good fish today.
Oh.
Okay.
What the fuck? Yes, this looks good. Definitely the best spot. Let's see if I can cast see about casting a few lines. Crap, I don't have a fishing pole. Wonder if somebody at the inn has a spare I can borrow. Do you have a fishing pole I could borrow? Yes, of course we do. They're right over there. They're free to use for anyone lodging here. Wow, really? Score!
Progressive rod.
This is a pretty nice rod to be loaning out to everyone. Alright then, I'll put it to good use. Please enjoy yourselves. Yes, this looks...
Zero fishing minigame.
Let's see, from this pier, which should be the best place to drop a line? Right around there looks nice. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishies. Now, what should I do about bait? Alright, let's sit back and relax and see what come up with. Sweet, got a bite. This is the critical part. How should I bring it up? Alright, let's see what we got. What a little fishy. Joss is gonna make fun of me if he sees this. Should I just eat it now to hide the evidence? Let's see.
I wonder if it's like different combinations of things.
Curse you, holy boots. This victory is yours.
This is the last one. Well, let's try over by the...
Man, it's already starting to get dark. I guess I ended up with a pretty good catch after all. Check this out, Joshua! Look what I caught! Huh? Joshua? What's this?
The book 100 Days War seems to have been left on the table.
I wonder if Joshua just forgot this. Being so sharp, he should have missed things sometimes. I guess I'll just have to take it to him myself. Then again, I wonder where he could have taken off to.
Well, he could have taken off to who knows where. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. Adios.